Like how many men can you say you had that experience with? Like how many?
There are more than 50.
This is a shocking confession from the Marine Kingdom on how they take men glory from them. Please, I would like you to listen to this and share it so that people out there will listen and learn from it. Don't forget to share this video.
When I was very young, I was SS1. My uncle raped me, and I wasn't happy, and I was scared of telling my parents because I thought they were going to rebuke me or say different things. I was very scared, and I wasn't too close to my parents because of I was not so close to them. My parents, they went for a wedding, and they called him to stay with us because we're still young, with my younger ones. So we were watching film that night, all of us. Then my younger ones slept off, so I took them to the room. Then I went to my dad's room to sleep, only me. I didn't close the door. Because I was free, I told my uncle. So he came around and he slept beside me. But me, I didn't have that thought that he wanted to do anything wrong. It was my uncle. So from there, he started talking and started touching me. From there, I wasn't happy. I told him to leave me alone. And before you know it, he forced me and he slept with me that night.
And that was your first sexual encounter?
Yes. Yeah, when I went to school, I was not happy. I didn't tell anybody. So I was crying. Every time I was crying. When I see him, he stays with us. Anytime I see him, both of us, we are enemies, and he knows that. Even when my mom tells me to give him something, I don't give it. I tell my younger one to go and give it to him in his room. I don't go. We don't talk. We don't. Even one day, my mom was asking me, why don't I talk to my uncle? Why am I disrespectful to him? I was just saying nothing. So one day I got to school. I told a friend of mine. She's not really my friend. She's just we don't talk. But she came to me. She saw me that I wasn't happy. That I was crying. That during break time, and she came to meet me and asked me what happened to me. And I told her I was happy that somebody could ask me that question. So I told her everything, thinking I was telling the right person. Then when I told her everything, she just told me that I shouldn't worry, don't worry, I know what to do. That I should just keep calm. And she gave me a meat pie. I was happy and I ate the meat pie. And we went out, we played. Then when I got home that day, I slept the night just for me to meet myself somewhere I was like as if I was dreaming. Then I was inside a river. So when I got there, I saw a queen, like someone sitting down.
Can you describe how this queen looked like in that story?
She's fair. She's not really scary. She's beautiful. She was very beautiful and with all different kind of accessories in her body.
And are you saying that was the first time you ever had a dream like that?
Yes, I don't even normally before I don't dream. I'm just one that I wake up in the morning and I go anywhere I go to. So that day I saw myself there. The woman asked me what's my problem, that what happened. Then I told her everything, that I want to revenge. Because that was what my friend told me that don't worry, I will revenge. I will know what to do to him. So I just said I wanted to revenge what my uncle did to me. That I wasn't happy. Then she said I shouldn't worry, that she knew what to do. Then later she gave me a powder that this is what I'm going to be using every day I go out. Then she gave me, it was like a tax for me to sleep with men and take their glory.
So she gave you a powder, physical powder?
Yes, she gave me a powder. It was in a paper. She gave me.
Okay.
But when I woke up in the morning, because when I was there, they gave me like a concoction or something, like a meat. It's like meat. Then I ate it there in the dream. When I woke up in the midnight. Like I woke up like it wasn't morning. And I woke up. Then I saw that powder. I was already there. I saw the powder in my own beside me.
When you woke up, you saw the powder beside you physically?
I saw it.
Okay.
Then later, I started using the powder for my face.
No, wait. You said they gave you a task.
Yes, they gave me.
What was the task?
The task was anytime I'm going out, I should always rub powder. I should rub that powder so that I can be able to sleep with men. Men will get attracted, and I will sleep with them and take their glory as a revenge. As a revenge
for what your uncle did?
Yes.
So what you're trying to tell us, your uncle messed with you,
yeah,
and you wanted to revenge.
Yeah.
And the revenge was not to only your uncle now, it was to all men.
Yes. when I rub the powder, I'm not blessing anymore. I'm now in the spiritual realm. And anytime I see any guy who has a star, he's always here. It's to shine here at the forehead.
So that means there are some people that have star, there are some people that don't have star.
No, they have, but the one who is greater, which one is that shines more?
Okay, what is it? Did they tell you what the star means?
It's their glory.
It's their glory. What are you to do to the bright star when you see it?
I sleep with them, and that's all. Then they are useless. I take the star.
What do you mean by useless? How do you mean useless?
That means they can never be useful in their life, no matter what.
What about the women that marry them?
I don't know. That's their own. I don't know. They are useless. Yeah, my uncle.
Okay.
When it happened, and I saw his own. I even personally, I went to him and I said, I want to do it again. That I like what I did the other day, and I slept with him. And since then, he has never been like even anything. In fact, my parents will even put him somewhere like, okay, go and learn this thing so that you'll be able to do something. Nothing. He won't know anything. He will come out. Either he's sick, either he's having issues, either he has problem there. So yesterday my mom was not happy that her brother is useless. He's always looking maybe with women, and he's just there was any bad thing will shall happen to him. One bad thing will happen to him. That's just it. Anytime he wants to get a good life, one bad thing will happen to him, and he will lose it.
Well, what type of glory was on his forehead?
Yeah, he had a very bright future. Very, very bright.
What was it? These men that have this star in their head, what are they? What kind of role do they play in the society?
They are, like in their career, they can be a great man. I mean, they must shall have something to do. Maybe they will influence their society or anything. They must shall be a great man. They will be a great person in life.
So you mean a future president has something like that on his forehead?
Sure.
A future pastor can have it on his forehead as well.
Sure.
What else do you notice in their lives that makes you to pick them?
That's all. Nothing more. There is nothing. I don't need anything from them. I don't need their money. I don't need anything from them. It's just the star, and that's. But them, they feel that okay, it's the money she wants, or maybe she likes me, or maybe she wants to date me. But me, I don't care. That one is my star.
Is it that the person must be good looking, handsome, or anybody?
Even if he's a carpenter, I don't care.
But that means carpenter too can have star in front of his head.
Yeah, sure. Can.
Mechanic can have that star too. Anybody can have the star.
Yeah.
How do you know the star has faded when you see them?
When I sleep with them, I don't even go back to them anymore because I know I've taken what I want.
So where do you people take this star to after you've taken it from them?
I take them back to the goddess.
To the goddess.
Yeah.
What does she use them for?
I don't know. My own is just the tax. Anything she wants to just get more power and more glory.
So it was to get more. But you that they were using, how were you? How was your own life?
I won't lie, I wasn't happy. Sometimes because the kind of family I came from a very Christian family, and my parents are very strict when it comes to us going out. There was no freedom for me to go out, and that was why I always have issues with my parents. We don't talk because if they say anything to me, I would talk my own back to times 10.
Because of that spirit that was in you.
Yes.
You were not afraid of anybody.
I wasn't afraid of anybody. I would say my own, and anything they want to do, that's their business. But I've said my own. And my parents, my dad, my mom she was the only one who was, but my dad would just be like, you see, you're out of my children. I don't take you as one.
And you are the first child?
Yes, I'm the first child.
What were the bad things this spirit was making you to do apart from disobedience to your parents?
I was very stubborn. I was very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. I'm a very stubborn person. And I was frustrated. I was a trouble in the house. I was a trouble. In fact, my dad always called me, he always called me tout. Anytime he wants to say, tout, come here. And I will come. So I was a trouble in the house. Because anytime I sleep with men and I come back home, I realize that I've done something, and I'll just be angry that why did I do this thing? What made me do this thing? Why am I like this? Why is my life like this? And I'll start crying. I would start shouting at everybody at home. My mom would just be looking at what's wrong with this one. She would just be angry every time. Every small thing you pick, you just pick problem, you look for trouble every time. But they don't know what's wrong with me. They just think that maybe that's that kind of life. So that day I was sitting down, and the man of God came to meet me and told me that why am I frustrated? I said I just kept quiet, because in that kind of thing you can't say anything, because you know the repercussion if you tell anybody. So I kept quiet, and he still came. He left me. I didn't say anything. I just looked at him with one bad eye, and he left. Then he came back again and told me that I said something is wrong with you. And I said, okay, yes. What do you want to do about it? Then he was like, that was when he started rebuking and everything. And before I came here, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I was frustrated. In fact, I was tired. I was just tired. I was annoyed of. I was angry. I was even angry of myself. I felt useless. I felt about myself. I get irritated of myself anytime I look at myself, because I would just be like, look at you. I was very angry, and even in my business and everything, it wasn't growing. Nothing. I wasn't doing well. Later on, I had issues. We had issues in the family, and that was because I started. I didn't go. Sometimes I don't go to the meeting anymore, and anything they tell me to do, I don't do them anymore. So I started having issues. My parents started having issues in the family. Our house got burnt at first, which I know is from them. Then my dad's business ran down, which I know is from them. But I just, those big aunties that knew about it, they would tell them just to calm down. I shouldn't say because of that I should go back. But I had to go back because I didn't want anything to spoil. I didn't want all my family. I didn't want anybody to die. So
they told you if you leave, they will kill your family.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they took our house, my family, my daddy's business. They took it, and I was scared. Then when I got admission to school, then I told them, okay, now I have the freedom. Nobody to bossing me around. So that was when I started again.
So that means you started sleeping around with these men at SS1?
At SS2.
SS2.
Yes.
How old were you at the time?
I was around 14, 15 years. Then when I went to the university, I saw people my lifestyle, people who go out, go to club, meet men. Then I was happy. Then I told them I wanted to be their friend. Then I became, but both of us, I was the only one who had that bad mission. Them was because of their own money, they need money. But me, I don't need money for anything. I just want men glory. So they thought we're all the same thing. They didn't know I had a different mission. I had, because my best friend, me and her, we don't really talk because I don't like telling her about myself, because she will always tell me that what you are doing is wrong. What you are doing is wrong. So she was one that told me that, okay, you know what, I want you to come. Like, I don't still believe I did all those things. And
that is what they call self-realization. You don't believe you did all those things. You see, if she's not delivered, she cannot cry like this. She's crying because she now knows that I've destroyed many. So I will pray for her again, and the joy of God will come, and the Lord will use her as a tool, and that will be the end of those people. And we pray, and the prayer we give her now, in the coven where those people's glory have been tied, we will release the glory.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to share this video so that people out there will learn from this. Thank you so much.